Hey guys, so basically we just got off of our live and we were talking about Mrs. Strand, Athena Strand. She's 7-year-old, last seen in Paradise, Texas around 5:45 on Wednesday. We were talking about how we saw that they had taped off a portion of land near her home, and they are going to give us an update right now. So I wanted to just go ahead and play that for you. We will watch it together. And I don't know if I'm going to like this news because of the fact that, hello, this isn't what we were expecting. So I'm trying to find it right now. Let me see here. Alrighty, guys, here we go. I'm just going to fast forward it a little bit. Just going to turn it down a little bit because it looks like we do have a couple more minutes before they're going to start the press release, but we are streaming it here, and as soon as it comes on, I will go ahead and be quiet and we will listen to what they have to say. I really don't know why they would be doing a press conference such late at night if this is going to be anything but, I feel like, bad news. I mean, I hate to say that, and I'm praying I'm wrong. But she is 7 years old. She was last seen wearing a gray and black long sleeve shirt, blue jeans with flowers on the front pockets, and brown boots. No jacket. She had no jacket, no coat on. She has blonde hair, blue eyes. 4 foot, weighs 65 pounds. Her little ears are pierced, but she didn't have earrings in them. And she does have 2 birthmarks on her lower back. If you're not familiar with this case, her stepmother and her had gotten in an argument that afternoon after she had gotten off the school bus, and she ran out the front door. Her father at the time was, I believe, hunting or at work. An Amber Alert was set out for that little girl. Investigators are saying that her stepmother and her father are cooperating with the police. Athena's biological mother and aunt say something wasn't right. She wouldn't just take off because she's afraid of the dark. and she took off. It would have been Wednesday, out of the house at 5:45 p.m. So it would have already been getting dark, if not already dark by then. I'm from the East Coast, so I don't know how it works out there with the light and stuff, how dark it is. I'm sorry, I don't. The press conference was supposed to start at 10 p.m. their time, so it's 11:09 now our time. So we're just waiting to see. I'm just gonna reboot it. Yep. Oh yeah, you can see what people are commenting, so it'll be starting soon. There has the mother has full custody of Athena, but but her mom had been ill. They were taking care of. They were helping take care of Athena. Her stepmother and her father were, until her mother became well enough to get her daughter back. And that was going to be in December. So it was just going to be a couple of days. And she went missing on the November 30th. 300 volunteers turned out on the first day to search for this little girl, which I think is overwhelming. And I think that's great. The weather was in the mid 40s that night. That's what my phone said. But they said on news accounts, I heard that it was even colder that night, the first night. Rumors that we had heard that we couldn't confirm was that she slept in a separate building from the house, like a separate room, and that the family dog were shot in the backyard. And those are just rumors I just couldn't confirm. I just wanted to put them out there. At the news press conference today, we did hear that they began searching for her 14 to 16 minutes after the call was placed. Through helicopter thermal imaging, they show no activity other than animals. Here it is, guys.
Good evening.
He's smiling.
We are, yes, I'm Lane Aiken, Sheriff Wise County. I'm sorry.
Okay, he's
Good
smiling.
evening. We're glad to see y'all here tonight. It's been a really, really tough few days, and I'm very proud of the people who are here who helped us so much to get some resolution, to get some understanding, to provide answers for the families. And these people, we couldn't have done it without that. Could not have done it without them. The Texas Rangers. This is the acting SAC, Jim Dwyer with FBI. And then I've got my chief deputy and enforcement captain here. It was a monumental task. And because of the cooperation, because of us working together, we were able to get the answers. Some of the answers were not the answers that we would have hoped that we would have gotten. And we want to send our condolences out to the family of Athena Strand. Her body was recovered about 2 hours ago, maybe 3, 6 miles that direction. It hurts our hearts to know that child died. So much so that she is on her way now to the medical examiner's office. And there's a Texas Ranger in front of her, and there's a Texas Ranger behind her. This community does not like losing our children. And we could see it because of all the people who came out and helped us throughout this ordeal. It was most meaningful what the citizens did because we have a close-knit group of folks here in Wise County. And it's our pleasure to serve these folks in Wise County, the Rangers, the FBI, and the Sheriff's Office. We're glad that we've had this opportunity, but we're just sad that it didn't end the way that we would hope that it would end. Earlier today, a tip was received. We knew early on in the investigation that there had been a FedEx driver made a delivery in front of the house about the same time that little Athena, 7-year-old Athena, came up missing. And continued good work by this investigative team, they were able to determine that the driver abducted Athena. And from the investigative standpoint, digitally as well as good old interviews, we think Athena died within just a very hour or so, the very hour or so after her departure from her home. This driver is a contract driver, and his name is Tanner Lynn Horner. He's 31 and he's from Lake Worth. He's in the Wise County Jail right now because of the good work of these people and all the folks out there who have helped, our EMC, our prosecutors here tonight, the deputies, the highway patrol, the citizens. He's in our jail, and he's in our jail being charged with capital murder, aggravated kidnapping, and his bond is $1.5 million at this time. We thank again the community, and I guess at this point we'll take questions.
Was her body found on that 3599 where you were at earlier?
You want to answer that? No, it was on another county road about 6 miles. We don't really want to release that address right now, but it was 6 miles further from here, so it's probably 3 miles past that. It's southeast of Boyd.
Was the driver actually delivering a package to that home?
Yes, sir, he was.
So she was abducted from her home, from the front of her home?
The driveway is about 200 yards or so probably pretty close to her gate.
What leads you to believe that she passed away within an hour of leaving home?
There's digital evidence as well as interviews that causes us to believe that.
How was the driver located?
You want to answer that question? Would you like to answer that question?
There were a number of investigative steps that have taken course along the way. The sheriff mentioned the digital evidence that was there, and we were able to work through that digital evidence and through partnerships with FedEx in order to help assist with locating him and finding him this afternoon.
Can you tell us more about a prior criminal history?
I don't know the answer to that question at this point.
When you talk about that digital evidence, do you mean ring camera videos, surveillance camera videos?
I think the investigation is still unfolding at this point, and I think we'll leave the specifics in terms of what that is there. But right now we're on behalf of the FBI, I'd also like to offer my condolences to the Strand family and to the Wise County community as well. The partnerships with the Texas Rangers and with the gentleman behind us, the sheriff from Wise County, were truly remarkable and truly helped to bring some closure to that family today. And we know that they're hurting, but we do offer our deepest condolences to them.
Is just one person that you believe is responsible?
That is currently the understanding, yes.
And what led you to that location where her body was recovered?
Sheriff, you.
I can address that. It was because of the work of the Rangers and our investigators who were doing the interview that got us to that location based on the information they received from the suspect, now defendant.
The suspect confessed.
We do have a confession.
Is there anything that you can give us on why the suspect said he did this, or what motivated him? Or
We really can't get into the content of the confession, but I will say that we have a confession, and there's so many other things because this has really just come to this position, this time, and just closure just hours ago. So it's still very, very early, but we wanted to make sure that we got the information out, what has happened today because of the good work right here.
Do you know if this man knew Athena or her family?
No, that's a good question, and I appreciate that. No, he was not related and did not know the family.
We saw a large police presence on County Road 4599. Can you disclose?
That was just misinformation. as the interview went on, better information came in, and that's how we ended up doing what we did to actually recover the body.
How many locations did he guide you to before you?
There were three that I recall. Is that correct, Job? Three? Two other locations.
Was the other location the Lake Worth, Fort Worth location near Somerville Place Road?
That is the defendant's home address.
Was there anything recovered there?
That again, that FBI as well as the Rangers ran that search warrant. We don't have that detail right now.
That's part of an ongoing investigation.
I know you've been in contact with the family. Is there anything that they want to say to the public tonight, the people that have searched?
I have. I spent quite a bit of time with the family, and they want you to know that they appreciate that. The vast majority of the family is from Oklahoma, and they appreciated the fact that we care so much. They're devastated. They're angry because of what happened. Precious child taken from their lives. So other than their appreciation, and they would like to know that the community we give them our condolences, but we also want to make sure that we give them the privacy that they need. And I hope that everybody will respect that and give them a little bit of space, not only with the family from Oklahoma, but the family right here in Cottondale. Let's give them a little time. And we would ask, and from my closing remarks, we would ask that we spend some time and pray for these folks, so that they might be relieved of some of the pain. It's going to be a difficult few days, some sleepless nights, and they need our support.
Sheriff, is there any way we can get a mugshot yet? Have you got a mugshot on this stuff?
We'll be able to get one soon, and I think we could probably get that through the Wise County Sheriff's Office.
Sheriff, one last thing. You are a retired ranger, been in law enforcement for 50 years. Describe this case in relation to your entire career.
You know, it's one of the toughest investigations that I've been involved in, because it's a child. And anytime there's a child that dies, it just hits you in your heart. You compare that child to your own children when they were that age, and it just takes the wind out of your sails. But at the same time, it gives you purpose, because you want to make sure that you do the best you can so that you get the best resources together to do what has been done here, and getting this done in really just about a 3-day period. It's amazing that the work was done by this team, and I'm in awe. So it breaks my heart, but at the same time, it really gives me a lot of spirit knowing that we can accomplish what we accomplished here these last 3 days.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Sheriff, can you get a spelling on the suspect, by the way?
That's the only thing I need.
Yes, it is Tanner, Tanner, Lynn, Lynn, Horner, Horner.
Thank you, sir.
31 from Lake Worth?
31 from Lake Worth.
What's the FBI agent?
I'm just going to rewind that back a little bit, guys, so I can get that name.
So it breaks. Thank you.
That way we can try to look him up on the database real quick. See if we can get a mugshot.
Sheriff, can you get a spelling on the suspect, by the way?
That's the only thing I need.
Yes, it is Tanner, Tanner, Lynn, Lynn, Horner, Horner.
Thank you, sir.
31 from Lake Worth?
I
31.
don't know why I can't get the last name.
Thank you.
One more time. If I can't get it, we'll just have to go somewhere else to get it.
Well, Sheriff, can you get a spelling on the suspect, by the way?
That's the only thing I need.
Yes, it is Tanner, Tanner, Lynn, Lynn, Horner, Horner.
Thank you, sir.
31 from Lake Worth?
31 from Lake Worth.
Okay,
What's the FBI
there we
agent's
go.
name? That's supposed
That is Jim Dwyer. He's the acting agent in charge.
that's the title.
Yes,
Do you mind spelling his last name if you know?
DWYER.
Okay, so there you guys heard it. Wow. I wasn't expecting that news, so not at all. I was expecting them to come in when they almost looked like they were smiling. I mean, you know, not big smiles, but I thought they had little smiles. And they came in and gave us the worst news possible. Not only was she found, but she was found. He's not in the jail records yet, but not only was she found deceased, but he kidnapped her. It wasn't as simple as a hit and run. And he was scared, like we thought earlier in the live. Giving him credit. I was giving him credit. Thinking maybe he was scared. Oh my God. You know, I couldn't imagine if you hit a child and you're just driving home from work or something, you know, accidents happen. But this was intentional. And if he took her and he killed her, then what was it for? If there's not going to be other things that are going to come out in this, it's just disgusts me. I know that he said that was the last name. I'm going to double check one more time because I really want to make sure I get that name.
Yeah, his name. That's supposed
That is Jim Dwyer.
Oh,
He's
sorry.
acting. Oh, sure. Can we get a spelling on the suspect, by the way? Yes, it is Tanner, Tanner, Lynn, Lynn, Horner, Horner. Thank you, sir.
That's what I can't hear him saying that. Sorry, guys.
Here these last 3 days.
It's like maybe it's too loud or something.
Thank you.
See, someone else called Horner.
Yes, it is Tanner, Tanner, Lynn, Lynn, Horner, Horner. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I am right. Okay.
31 Lightwork.
yeah, his name. That's supposed
Sorry, guys. Let's stop sharing that.
He's acting as
That's so funny. Like because like that's not so funny, but the last name because I thought it was Horner, and even someone in the chat said it like twice. So I'm going to go back and try to look again. But he is the defendant. Tanner's his first name. Lynn Horner. And he must still he's probably still being talked about. But we can look him up. So here we go. The web sleuths are on it. Oh, okay. So, is that it? Oh, wait, because we gotta go up here. But, okay, yeah, so these guys don't have any pictures up yet, but maybe someone else will. So if I can't find one tonight, maybe, is this him? One of these people? I don't know. But we will find out, and I will tell you guys tomorrow. I just don't see any pictures of him yet. And the officers, they did say, you know, there might not be any pictures up yet. So I am going to come live tomorrow, and we're going to discuss this all. And we're going to sleuth around and see what we can find out on this guy and just try to get some answers because this is ridiculous. I really thought this was going to turn out differently. This is really sad, guys. But I'll see you guys in my next video, and I will see you all tomorrow on my live. Much love. Go give your baby some hugs.